smarter, dude. I mean, when I first moved to LA, it was fucking bananas. Like, I had these like experiences I can't talk on the podcast about,
right?
Because it was just like it was straight out of a fucking movie when I moved to Hollywood.
So you just go out every night?
I went out constantly. There was.
But you weren't even 21.
It didn't matter. There was house parties every day. It was
really.
It was all these child stars that like I grew up with, other than Josh Peck. Like all these child stars that were like in these shows, you'd see them at parties,
right?
And you'd see all these social media influencers because all they do is party, and it'd just be fucking insane. It's just constant partying, and I was in a bad place because I wasn't getting any work done, and I was just going out. I wasn't even really drinking. I was kind of just like trying to. I don't know. It was just bad. I was just.
Were you hooking up with lots of people?
Not really. I mean, a good amount, you know. Like
sure.
I was single.
Sure.
Definitely nothing like
staying out late.
Oh yeah, I would go to bed every day at around 5 or 6 a.m.
See any orgies?
Did you hear me?
5 or 6 a.m.
5 or 6 a.m.
And then what time would you get up?
Fucking 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
Whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What were you doing for money?
You
own those Vine accounts?
I had a couple Vine accounts that I owned, but like
I remember when I met you, you owned Vine accounts, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I owned the way I got started in LA is I owned Vine accounts that I made no money off Vine, and I understood that I would never make money off Vine because I just couldn't. I couldn't Vine like the rest of the Viners did. I was very particular about what I uploaded, and I was insecure, so I uploaded like once every 2 weeks. So I made separate Vine accounts with large followings where I would sell revines on. They were really fucking annoying pages because all I would do is revine stuff on it. But I was making like $100 a day, which is a lot of money. Lot of money for me first moving out to LA. I moved to LA with like $1,600 in my bank account. So that was a lot, like $100 a day for like, I did that for like a month or two. And that's how I made most of my money before I got into YouTube.
What was on the actual pages?
Garbage, nothing. It was like I had like a
SpongeBob.
Yeah, like SpongeBob
Anything
funny
like that.
moments, Family Guy funny moments.
Wow.
And I would just re-upload footage. Like it was.
You would just find funny clips
from Family Guy and re-upload it. It was garbage. It's one of the ways, in my opinion, that Vine. One of the reasons people hated Vine was because it was saturated with pages like mine. But it was just
you gotta eat.
It was the only way I could make money. I felt,
sure.
And it was so weird because I was one of the only guys that did that still cared about his content so much.
Right.
So I was like in the middle of it. I was in the middle of like the business side of Vine and like the side of I love creating content.
Right.
So it was like it was.
Did that make you feel shitty?
No, it made me feel pretty solid. Like I was like. It made me feel.
I had some money in my pocket and I had a few cool Vines up.
No, but it was bad, and it was one day at 4 a.m. It's like 4 or 5 a.m. I was walking upstairs from my house, from my apartment. I think I was like high, or I don't know. I was intoxicated, some kind of drug I was on, and I'm walking up the stairs. It's literally like 4:30 a.m. and I'm just like my teacher, Mr. Killinger's voice just plays in my head, and he's like, "Don't get caught up in the LA lifestyle," or something along the lines of that. And I'm like, I'm fucking doing it right now. Like I had no idea, but the last month, all I've been doing is going out at night and sleeping during the day. I've been shitting away my days, and I didn't realize it until I caught myself on those stairs, and I stopped drinking. I stopped doing drugs. I just.
You miss it?
I clean up. No, not at all. I mean, it's so stupid.
You don't miss getting high or drinking?
No, I don't.
At all, because you never drink.
I never drink.
You never even have a beer, really.
I like the sip of beer.
You'll have like a sip of a beer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't miss it because my biggest thing growing up is I had a difficult time finding something to work hard at. And that's what my problem was. Like I was willing to work hard, but I didn't know what. Like I didn't know like you know, like now I have Vine, or now I have YouTube, and I can work hard at it. Right. And I'm so happy I have that because I spend every second of my day stressing out about it, and I love that stress.
What made you not want to do YouTube? Because I know for a long time you're like, oh, I don't want to.
Because I thought I was above it. And I was like, I'll figure it out. I don't need it. Because I saw all these people transitioning, and it seemed to me so forced and just like stupid. Like
people on Vine going to YouTube.
People on Vine going to YouTube.
What about the other YouTubers? Did you like them?
Yeah. Oh, I grew up on YouTube.
Well, yeah. So why wouldn't you just want to do that?
Because it just didn't feel right. I saw what other YouTubers were doing and I hated it, and that's why I started vlogging, and it was different than what other people were doing. Right. And it's my favorite part was like, even in our friend group, people were like, David, you got to stop vlogging, dude. Like it's like literally typical like cliche conversations you have with people that like people try to put you down. They're like, dude, you got to stop vlogging. No one cares about that shit. No one's going to watch vlogs.
Wow.
Like, and I've heard behind my back situations where our friends have gone, I wish he knew that this wasn't going to get him anywhere.
Like yeah, you were in the room and you could hear people talking about you?
No, like I've heard from other people that people have said
this
about me.
They said that?
And it's literally just like, it's the cliche like story, like don't let other people like put you down.
That's everything. Anything that's
fucking banana.
Anything that's worth anything, well, people will tell you. No.
I mean, like they would genuinely say, like they were like, dude, don't do this. You're wasting your time.
Anything that's like a major inroad or anything that's worth your time,
people will
hate fucking say no. They will.
People will hate on it.
I remember when you used to walk around with that little vlog camera, and I used to fucking love it. But I also remember you would come in with the camera.
Oh, you used to love me with the camera?
Oh, yeah, because I love a camera.
Yeah.
But you used to come with the camera, and you'd be like, you weren't who you are now, but you would be like, hey, guys. You said it to me once. You walked, you're like, hey, guys, I'm vlogging now. I'm giving it a shot. I'm vlogging now. Like, you were just kind of qualifying it for me in the room, and I was like, cool. I was like, that's awesome. You're funny. You'd probably be good at it.
It was so new to everybody in our life that every time I would meet someone, I'd have to explain to them what vlogging was. Now it's completely normal.
Yeah.
At this time, no Viners were doing that.
Right.
So like now it's completely normal. Now no one bats an eye at your.
I don't think I knew what it was.
But yeah,
I really don't. Because I didn't watch even the older vlog people.
Yeah.
That would just
back then like 2 years ago, like every time I would meet a new Viner, I'd be like, yeah, I'm vlogging. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just recording my fucking life. I don't know. But luckily it happened, and I had a lot of help from my friends. We made funny shit, and now we're here.
And now we're taking Jonah off ramps. And now what's next? Did you feel the need to?
2 years later, my friend's in the hospital while I record my podcast. Like how... This is what it's gotten to. I'm very happy with the vlogs, and I don't know.
Life is so crazy here with all of you guys.